Great question. A difficult one to answer succinctly, but BIAN models banking from a different lens, if you like. For 40 years, we've been automating processes and looking for cost efficiencies and cutting costs in processing predictable, repeatable sequences of tasks. And we've moved on from that now. Well, we have to move on from that now. We've probably got the best productivity gains we can from automation, probably had them years ago, and now we're just building more and more sclerotic piles of code that is not getting us any real benefits. What BIAN does is look at banks from a set of discrete specialist functions that need to collaborate in a network. So it's much more like a human network of specialists working around solving a problem or meeting a need. And as a blueprint, that enables you to start building highly reusable, service-enabled, collaborative systems, which is also an excellent foundation for leveraging all the current technologies, the cloud, event-driven architectures, integrating machine learning and advanced analytics. It's a way to look at your bank in a much more flexible and adaptive manner that mirrors how people work together. We're not putting them in a factory and making them build cars. We're putting them in a bank where they can collaborate with their customers, understand the markets, understand their needs, and collaborate with different specialists to make the right decisions as to what your financial needs are and how to structure the bank's response for them.
So all of this.
I think it's an understanding issue. I think we've been focused on automation, we've been focused on certainly mobile computing and treating the bank as a black box, and we get it, and it's just a product processing engine, and all of the attention is on what I can do on my phone and my mobile, and that is very, very important, and integrating payments into your phone is important, but banking is more than payments. Banking is in fact loans and deposits in its essence. It takes your money and it lends it to someone else for interest, and its job is to get that money back with interest. That's a different pattern. It's a relationship focus. And I think if banks don't move beyond just payments and fintech integration and get into taking deposits and fueling economic growth by managing loans and then providing access to the investment markets, they're missing an important trick. And to do that, you have to look at your internal systems and structures, you have to look at your core systems and make sure you have the flexibility to do that much more relationship-focused support for your customers. Over here. I think it's a mental model shift. You've got to think, I want to use technology not to automate repetitive processes. You need to do that. I'm not saying you don't, and you should look to do that. But beyond that, you say, I want to use technology as an information supply to support my decision makers to make sure they have the right information, that they collaborate effectively. So you're really looking at the bank as an organization, a network of specialists, and how can I leverage that, and what's the role of information technology and analytics and all of these more advanced capabilities we have now? How do I exploit those on top of having an efficient factory? And oh, by the way, I can use the component model and the structures to fix my factory in the meanwhile. But this is taking you into a new area of revenue generation and risk management where you're modeling outside the current transaction processing systems. You're modeling an organization and how it works